hate twin leading shoe brakes. It's official. It's just taken me and my partner about 3/4 of an hour to get that spring on without this popping off, and I've got it all on and I thought, great, it's all done. And then what have I done? Watch. Hang on. I can't do it now one-handed, hold on. Watch this little pointer here. Oh look, it hits on there. I've actually put this on wrong. It should be up here. So I've got to try and carefully, if I can, pop this side off, flip that over, then put it back. I'm wondering if there's any way I can get this pin out and get the thing off that way. But it is quite tight. Yes, the pin's coming out. Right, here we go. Oh no. Well, it is nothing simple with these brakes. Hang on. There we go. Right. Now, can I get this off? Oh, Jesus Christ. The answer is yes. Thank God for that. Right, so that has now actually got to go up there. Make sure I get it on the right way up. There. It still goes all the way down, and it's the... Okay, we'll go as far as we can out. It still seems to go all the way out, so I don't know what's going on with it. Well, we'll put it on. I don't remember this much being in trouble with these brakes before. Right, we'll put it on there. And then that can go back on here, like so. Now I've got to get the angle about the same. Right, and then what I've got to do now is get that pin back in, which doesn't look like it's going to go. This bike hates me, absolutely hates me. Oh, God. Oh. Right, look the other way. No. Oh. Right, I'm going to do this off camera because I'm going to be here for ages, but I've just got to get that pin back in and then I'm there. So if you watch the pointer here, you can now see the brakes are working. Thank God for that. Right, that's me done for the evening. It's about, I know, getting on for 7 o'clock. I'm not doing a late one tonight. So tomorrow I'll put the 2 split pins through here. Well, actually, I suppose we could do that tonight. To lock them up, couldn't we? Then they're done. So that's gone it. Oh, them split pins are well long. Let me get my snips and we'll trim them down a bit. Using my wire snips, you can see how much I've taken off the bottom one here. I'm going to do the same with the top. Put them in, then we'll bend the leg round that way and that way on there. That should be locked and not come out. But they're under such tension at the moment, these pins. I don't think they are going to go anywhere. So there's the split pin through. I've just bent them round, so I'll get a screwdriver and bend those round now. Well, actually, we'll probably do it by finger. We'll just go wrap round that way, and then the other one can go down there. But I can't actually quite bend that one round. That one's round. Right, nice. Let me just bend the other round, then we'll do the other one. My work here is done this evening. One lovely working twin leading shoe. Now I can actually get the wheels on, but I'm going to go and retire for this evening. Retire. And then I'm going to set the alarm tomorrow morning. It's Saturday night now. I'm going to set the alarm for Sunday morning. I'm going to get up about 5:30. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to get that damn front wheel fitted on this bike once and for all. I've been trying to get it on here for ages, but now I've got all this back together and I've finally sorted this rod out that broke. What a pain in the backside that's been. Right, let's get this done. The bike has just fallen off the axle stands. I'm going to go and get some assistance. I need to get it back up again. Oh crap. Right, it's back up right again. Hope I didn't damage the forks when that went down. Oh Jesus, and my leg, that went right on my leg as well. Anyway, look, it's left a nice puddle of oil there where it fell over, so that's good. But at least it's back on, so tomorrow I can come out as planned, try and get this blimmin' leg back on. Right, and like a blink of an eye, it's 5:45 on a Sunday morning. I've got a nice brew on the go. Let's get this bike back together. So I'll find all the bits for the front wheel, get the spindle and everything located down there. We'll start putting it on. Oh, the first thing I've got to do is level up the forks. Because if you look this side, this is sitting up there. And this one's just slightly up, so I've got to knock this fork back down a bit just to level them up to get the spindle through. Don't forget on your non-brake hub side, got your little cover to go on there, which I've just been looking for, and I found it actually on the spindle. So we flip this over, put the brakes in, put the little spacer in that goes in, we'll put the spindle through on the wheel. I'll see you back down at the forks. One thing I forgot to show you is put your little spacer thing back in there, and then that goes over the top. Okay. The other thing you're doing is you're putting the wheel axle bolt from this side, so it goes from the right hand side through to the left, so the bit where the bolt goes on the side that the brakes are on. So I'm struggling to get the wheel on. If you look, it won't allow me to put the spindle through there, and that should go through there. So I must have a burr or something on there. I'm going to have to try and open that up slightly, because it definitely goes through from this side, so I don't know why it won't let me do it. That's just bizarre. Alright, back to the drawing board. Still not going on. Right, now, after rubbing a bit of sandpaper around, it fits. Just had a burr on it. Right, take 296 of trying to fit front wheel to bike. I'll put the wheel on, but I'm not happy with how it's gone on. I've got this gap here, but this collar is wider, so that's pushing that on, so that's fine. And then I'm flush up against this side. But when you look at the top of the wheel, I've got potentially that much that side to the forks, but I'm well over, so this wheel is pushed over this way, which, I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but you'd sort of think it would sit level in the forks. I'm going to have to go and have a read up on that. You know, I mean, it's all moving, but it doesn't feel right, and I really don't like the look of this. So whether I need to, well, I don't know what I need to do, to be honest. Right, time for a cup of tea and a read of one of the manuals, I think. This wheel came off. I've refurbed the whole thing. You think it would just slide back on again, but it's been one thing after another. This wheel does not want to go back on this motorbike for some reason. It's doing my head in. I've gone back through my old video, and this was flush against here, so I need to bring this bolt back out again, because that's got a chamfer that's pushing that way. Get that flush against the side of the fork, which will bring this back in a bit, and then tighten this in, which will then pull the whole thing over, and it should lever it up. So that's what I'm going to do, because yeah, where I've hammered this through, it's gone through too far. Then there's a clamp on here that holds this on. There's not one on the other side because the nut holds it on, but this side needs clamping. Then it clamps around there and it can't come out. So I ideally want this level with the end of here, and that will pull this wheel over and it should square the whole thing up. That's where I've gone wrong. And I was looking at my to-do list. Front wheel bearings and seals, done. Cushion bearing and seals, done. New sprocket cover, tighten front forks, we'll be doing that now. Replace ignition switch, done. Yeah, so we actually crossed 3 things off the list. That's good. Right, let's get on. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the bolt in and lock it on there so this side's locked. Then I'm going to do the nut up, then it's going to pull it all in. But at the moment, I've managed to get it pretty level by just adjusting it about. So if we go on the screwdriver this side, we got approximately that much. Go on this side onto the rim. Yeah, that's practically level. So I'll bolt this through, lock that in, pull the bolt in, job's a good one. We're actually on. So I've put a bolt through there and lock this on now with this pretty much level with here. So we've got a nice bit here. I'm going to do the bolt up the other side. We're going to see if that then pulls the wheel over and locks it in tight. You can watch that for me. Let's see if there's any movement. That's going to be a bit difficult. Let's see how it goes. Right, we're tightening now. I'm not seeing any movement as such yet. No, it's just pulling the spindle through. So that isn't actually locked. No. Just pulling the spindle right through. Oh, hang on. Now it's pulling it over. No, it's still just pulling the spindle through. The spindle is not holding. Can't have it like that. Oh, this damn wheel. What is up with it? Something's seriously not right here. So that is not even clamped around the wheel thing because it's just pulling it through as you tighten it up. Right, back to the drawing board. Jesus Christ, why would this wheel not go on?